Hey, this is Avery94 here, bringing you another action figure review, and this time we're taking a look at the Marvel Legends series, Captain America Wave 3 of 2016. This is Marvel's EEL from the Abomination Build-A-Figure Wave. Looking on the side of the package, we have EEL right there, the same picture on the other side. Here's the back, and then we got a read-up that says, powered by strong electrical currents, EEL uses bursts of electricity to shock his enemies into defeat. And then we do have the rest of the wave down the bottom down here, and Abomination all built. And we are getting closer and closer to building him and reviewing him, so stay tuned for that, guys. Alright, so there we have EEL out of the package, and he does use the Bucky Cap body mold here, which is, you know, one of the most used molds in Marvel Legends, which is not a bad thing, because I've always said that I love this mold, and it's true. And we all know that's the Bucky Cap mold, because he's the first one that had to use it. But here we also have the same Electro from... We have the Electro hands from the movie Amazing Spider-Man 2 that was also used for the Electro for the Spider-Man Legends wave that we just reviewed. This one right here. So we got the same hands, just painted very differently. But it's exactly the same sculpt and everything. One of my gripes with that Electro was that it didn't come with normal hands, and I was like, man, they could have just given us normal hands to have Electro without electrified hands. But I don't know. But they decided to do that for this one, and we got normal hands for EEL, as they're just fists, so they don't have any open hands. But at least there's something, you know, so you don't always have them in this state, or maybe have one hand fist and the other hand, you know, shooting electricity. But I really like the effect they did here. It looks, you know, like electricity, and we do have the purple from his, of course, his body on the hand there, and kind of electricity translucent there, and you can see through it. And that's a really cool looking effect in my opinion. Overall, the paint came on nice on the figure. Of course, then aside from the hands, he comes with the torso of Abomination here, so you can see all the sculpt going on here. Very nice. The paint. Torsos seem to be hollow nowadays for Build-A-Figure, so it's two pieces kind of stuck together there, and you know, it's not a solid piece like the arm is or anything like that. But we're that much closer to building him and reviewing him, so very cool. That's a cool looking figure right here. Got the head looking nice. They painted it very nicely. It looks good. Very cool looking figure. Of course, I do love the articulation because I'm really familiar with this. You guys should be as well. Got the head on a ball jointed hinge, so it moves everywhere. Arms go forward and back, in and out, super stiff. This one goes out more than this one over here. That one's really stuck on there. Upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, wrist on a hinge swivel. Ab crunch right there, waist swivel, T-jointed legs, in and out, forward and back very nicely. Upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, boot cut with an ankle going forward and back, and ankle pivot. So awesome. I mean, lots of motion, lots of range of motion, lots of poses that you can put this guy in thanks to this body mold. It's great. My only gripe is that stupid arm that is stuck on mine. I almost feel like this is gonna pop off, so that's unfortunate. There have been some issues with this wave with my wave so far that I've reviewed. Having some paint issues on one figure, and then some joints stuck on other ones, very stiff and all that, so that's kind of unfortunate, but can't really do anything. It's all luck, you know, whichever you get is what you get. There you have it, guys. That concludes my review on EEL from the Captain America Wave 3 line of Abomination, of course, Build-A-Figure. Very cool looking figure. I wouldn't say he's a must-have, at least not for me. He's an easy pass for me unless you really gotta have the whole wave. This is one of those obscure characters that I don't really care too much about, you know, to be completely honest. But the figure in itself looks great. Of course, it uses the awesome Bucky Cap mold, which I love, and you know, it uses it pretty well. It looks good. It stands up well. It looks very nice, you know, as always. The electrified hands look very nice on this figure. It's a very good mold that they decided to reuse there. I like how how it looks for sure, and I mean, the paint is very nice on the figure. So the figure itself is a good looking figure. It's just not one that, you know, I would, you know, be willing to take up space on my shelf for, you know. So it's totally up to you. It's a good looking figure. It's not the best one in the wave, but it's not bad either. So it's up to you if you want to pass or pick it up. I would say pick it up because it's cool. Pass if you don't really care too much about it, honestly. So
it's crispy.